Hello, I'm Mike Gore, and welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. Our last time, we had gone on a bit of a shopping spree, obtaining nearly every single item left to max out in the game. The end result is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 279 items out of 295 items in the game. And today, we're going to perform the double boss glitch so we could max out on all creations. There are only 2 enemies in the game that have drops you cannot get in any other way, and they cannot be duplicated. Well, technically 4. But the only way to duplicate these 2 items, Cosmo Memory and All Creation, is through the double boss glitch. I'm gonna so I already memorized the ores, so I just need to note where I am relative to that indent. That indent in the middle that you can just see is actually the exit marker. So I need to line up Cloud so he crosses that indent, because that's the exit. That's the exit. The game spawns you just a little past that indent every time you enter this area. And I'm trying to cross the encounter. So I'm trying to cross the encounter. Entering the menu takes priority over the encounter itself. And just like that, the encounter is saved. And I memorized where it was going to be. And after passing the step count, the game will try to mark the encounter, but now the encounter is just stored until I defeat this guy here. I need him to use Trine, so I'm going to use Gauntlet. Hopefully that'll spawn him into trying to use Trine now that he's in critical health. If he doesn't use Trine on the opening turn, then he will only use it when he's in critical health. Right here. Learn Trine. And watch this. Get the all creation. Double boss battle. Oh shit. I forgot I need a... So that's alright, just remove the battle boosters. And attack myself. Game over. W-Godo is one of the few enemies in the game that you can lose to and not get penalized for it. So with that said, we now have mastered every single enemy skill in the game. See? And we have 280 items out of 295 in our inventory. And we have our first all creation. As a side, Cosmo Memory and All Creation are the only limit manuals in the game that are dropped by enemies. And the only way to farm for them is through the double boss glitch. However, unlike with Lost Number, which drops Cosmo Memory, you don't get a game over when you lose to W-Godo. So, just to keep track of how many all creations I've got, I'm moving them on the top of the screen. And we got 71 hours and 52 minutes. And, so 5 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, I skipped ahead. And did a ton of off-screen grinding. 5:22. Well, that does mean one thing. I don't have to retry. Now this is, you could make the argument that this is without a doubt the most tedious. So I'm just gonna skip ahead. So, just a reminder, I got Trine on all 4 enemy skills. All 4 of them are now mastered. There, now you don't have to worry about missing a thing. So, I'm going to have to figure out how to do it work. Now, I have not memorized this pattern, but I do have 96 all creations out of 99. So I only need to do the double boss glitch 2 more times to max out all creation, and I never have to do it again. So what I do is just walk, walk, walk. Right now I'm just trying to gauge what the step count is, and when I'll get an encounter. And I could just do triple speed. Alright. Screen went out again. Two times. Alright. We're in business. Alright, so I gave the exit sneak attack pairing to Barrett so I could get out of these faster. So, now, this one's a little tricky. So, this is what I'm gonna try and do. And I want to try to play around so I could complete this glitch faster and more conveniently. Alright. This screen keeps flickering on the TV, so I'm just going to make adjustments. Hopefully it stops doing that for a while. So, with that said, I just hold down the right button on the D-pad until I reach the top. Then I hold the down button on the D-pad. If you try to hold left, you will climb up the enclave. Alright, up. Right. And now I'm going to hold B for a bit, or the cancel button. Just a little run. It's a little tricky to get. And the step count is not identical, per se. So, you gotta be very, very careful. Not every step is the same. Unlike in Final Fantasy VI, where you just take your steps quicker, Cloud actually covers more distance with every step when running. Or I just have to hold the dash button down for a sec. Alright, it looks like I might have found my little groove. I just need to get the timing down now. That way I can carry the encounter. It's just right before the indent on the wall. That is glorious to see. So, I just need it. So what? Now, why am I showing this? Because doing this in real life is actually very, very, very tricky. So, right, just hold the right on the D-pad. I can't use the analog controls for a couple reasons. Number one, it's automatically dashes. Number two, it's not precise. Alright. And I know it's a little early, but it's better early than late. Because now I know, I feel all but certain that I'm going to pass that indent. Come on. Alright, so hopefully I've saved the encounter, so when I confront the boss, I get to fight him twice. And as an aside, I gave since I mastered all 4 enemy skill materia, I swapped them out and gave her. Let's see. I gave I gave her the lightning materia in place of them. That way I can one-shot myself in the second battle a lot faster. As an aside, Godo is the only boss fight in the game that you can get the main boss theme in Disc 3. Ah, shit. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, and now we're back. I don't want to show off my dashboard. I like to keep my privacy for a bit, so what happened was, I took an extra step when dashing. So I'm supposed to dash for a very quick moment. Like that. I want to do this early. Right before that indent, because the indent marks the exit. Oh wait, I think I know what I did wrong. Oh! Now I know what I did wrong. I was supposed to go in and out a second time. So let's keep track of the step count. So I'm at 96 all creations. And the step count is not consistent, by the way. Every single time you successfully perform the double boss glitch, you're going to have to do it differently. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to go in and out 3 times. That's why I keep screwing up. So, if you forget, like me, just do another quick round where you don't worry so much about. And I'm showing my F-ups because this is incredibly difficult to pull off. As I said, the step counts are not 100% consistent, like they are in Final Fantasy VI. Alright, so that took 3 tries. Alright, so I think I have an idea on how to do this. I go up this hill, hold right on the D-pad. Now I hold down on the D-pad. Well, right on the D-pad. A quick dash downwards. And now I just hold down on the D-pad. Alright, I got it! As a side, sneak attack, since it's mastered, only works about 50% of the time. If you want 100% odds, you gotta pair up the same materia with 2 fully mastered sneak attacks. Alright, so I've got the power, I just have to commit it. So that's my first trip up here. Second trip. Just hold the dash button down for a sec. And it's going to be early just in case. And I want to have the encounter spawn as close to the end as possible. Alright, okay, I screwed that one up. So, that's on me. You screw that up, just try again. It should be... Because at this point, the set count is consistent. But once I fight Godo, or Godo, since it's Japanese. I don't know. It's not like the other pagoda bosses use Japanese names. Like, they have like, one of them's named Chekhov for crying out loud. Alright, a quick little dash. And this is going to be different from person to person. Now, what the dash does is it moves the encounter tile a little ways because I covered those 2 steps, cover a bit more distance by dashing. Cloud takes some pretty big steps when dashing in Final Fantasy VII. Whereas in Final Fantasies 1 through 6, in any iteration of the game, they just get to their steps faster. Alright, a quick dash. You want to be for me, I want to make it a little fast, but not too fast. A little bit. You don't want to cover too much distance, or else I would have to come back. I keep screwing that up. And the reason why I keep screwing this up is actually because you have to enter access to your menu a frame after you land on the tile. This can only be done by pressing the menu and down in the D-pad at the same time. Because if you're a frame late, doesn't matter how precise you are, you're getting that encounter. On the bright side, my technique is working. I just need to succeed. Alright. It's better to stand still than to walk only to get to a random encounter. Alright, I'm almost at the threshold. And, I'm climbing up the pagoda now. I feel very confident that I've got the encounter stored. So when I fight and defeat Godo, the trigger for the random encounter will instead be applied to force me to fight this boss again. Really, the only applicable uses for the double boss glitch is to get a second Cosmo memory and to grind up all creations. Want the truth? Got it. And now I can just cast Bolt 3 on myself. She's equipped with the ribbon, so nothing happens. Damn it. Oh, and what was that? Come back when you get more training. Damn, that's brutal. Alright. And I have 97 out of 99 all creations. That is literally the strategy I've been using up till now. And side note, there's a reason I swapped Kate Sith out for Barrett, and it's for story reasons. For the Pagoda, Barrett and Red Yuffie is mandatory for the Pagoda. So the next party member that I highly recommend would be either Barrett or Red 13. I'll get to why in a bit. And now I have to study the step count again, because, you know, I just used up the step count before. So I just have to practice. This is the first session, so obviously no encounter there. Alright, see? Top of that hill. That's gonna make things a little tricky. But let's see if I can't make this work. Let's see if I can make some lemonade here. So obviously I have to do this. I'm going to try dash it all the way up until I can't no more. And walk. Nope. And that's how it is. You basically just have to play around for a bit until you get it right. Let's try to run until I get to that rock formation in the foreground. Wow, that did not help me out at all. Yeah, this is why it's better to just alter your step count right beforehand. Earlier than that, rather than a little later. Alright, so I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to try to see if I could... Alright, I can see the tip of Cloud's shoe. Nope. 3. That ain't gonna work. Alright. Let's try this again. I'm gonna leave the first attempt unscathed. Alright, now my step's just above the rock formation in the foreground. My foot's just above this. I can make that work. Yeah, I think I can make that work. Because Cloud's foot was just above the rock formation in the foreground. It will take a third trip back and forth, but that should be it. Oh boy. That might have been a one step too many, so I gotta So I get closer. Screw it up. Side note, I got all the unique items in the Wutai area as well, so... Alright, that should be good. Head out. Back in. I have to press them both at the same time. Even if Claw doesn't move, that's better than me failing. So close. I was one teeny tiny step away from exiting. That was how close I was. You see why I try to manipulate my step count? Like that? So you use whatever. So when performing the double boss glitch, you use whatever you've got in the foreground and background, clouds, pixels, and everything, in order to help you out. Was this my first try? Well, I'm about to find out. Alright, I screwed that one up. So I got the steps down, I just have to pull it off. And that's easier said than done because the frames are super tight. Alright, hold right, reach the top of the hill. Sometimes you can do it within one screen, sometimes two, sometimes three. Sometimes, like the first time I showed it off to you in today's episode, it's very, very easy. Right, this is my second trip. Alright, Cloud's foot's above the rocks in the foreground. So I exit. I menu right before I hit the indent. And I press down and X, or the menu buttons, at the same time. It's okay if Cloud doesn't move. One more step. And just like that, I think I've got the step count. You know, I'm gonna hold the fast forward button down. But because this is a story battle, I have to deactivate boosters. Stanev, Shake. Shake's the Gorky. They're like these are like Russian names, like Shekov, Stanev, Shake, Gorky. Wonder what's up with that. Godo's the only one with a Japanese name. I guess Godo is what's. I'll show you this time, you old fartmeister. A slight improvement. Come at me with all you have. Omni change. Oh! Ugh. Right. Haha. Damn it. Oh, and what was that? Come back when you get more... Okay, so it turns out I do need the battle boosters because Yuffie's dead. Oh, speaking of which... You know what? I will keep the HP MP swap Materia. Man, I'm horribly unprepared for this. Claude's foot. Right above the foreground. Alright, menu. Down in menu at the same time. Sometimes you'll move, sometimes you don't. A frame late. If you're a frame late, then you will get an encounter. And you have to start over. Alright, the encounter's stored. You know what, I'm just gonna... There, now I can do this honestly. The honest way. It should be noted that Yuffie's spirit stat is pretty low, and so is her luck stat. I gave her Shinra Alpha, so it makes it easier to land attacks on her. I mean, she still dodges shit because her luck stat's respectably high. Still, I saved the encounters. You know what? I'm going to give Yuffie the enemy skill materia. Is there anything else I want to give her? No, not in particular, no. Alright. I'll show you this time, you old fartmeister. A slight improvement. Come at me with all you have. Omni change. Alright, now I'm going to use... I'm going to cast Shadow Flare on this boss. Because this is... Now, technically I could just go all out on this guy, but... And just keep the boosters on because because Yuffie is so freaking overpowered now that this boss doesn't even pose a challenge. She's got a ribbon, so Baya will do nothing, assuming it lands. All creation, moment of truth. Got it. The double boss glitch. And I have 98 all creations. So I am free to use Yuffie's limit break to wipe him out. Just one shot him. And God only has 10,000 HP, as he was clearly meant to be fought in as early as Disc 1. Like, even immediately after the Soul and Materia side quest, and maybe even as early as before Temple of the Ancients. Oh, good. Not bad. You've also improved. Bit of trivia, the Pagoda side quest is available on Disc 3, just not the Stolen Materia side quest. And the reason for this is because Shinra is effectively no more in Disc 3. I mean, they still have a presence here and there, but by and large, they've been completely annihilated. It's time I gave you this to you, Yuffie. This is the Leviathan Materia. Take it. Receive the Leviathan Materia, the final summon materia in the game. Though it could have been as early as immediately after Rocket Town. But, Lord Godo, Leviathan Materia should only be given to the person who conquers and takes over this pagoda. That was our custom. Custom. I'm so sick of hearing that. It's so stupid. Silence, Miss Yuffie. Now what about all of you? With all your power, are you satisfied being cooped up in this tower? This is probably much more fitting in Disc 1. However, because of the enemy skill, because you don't get the 4th enemy skill materia till Disc 2. Yuffie. You too, Dad! Just because you lost the war, you turned Wutai into a place like this. What do you mean? You turned Wutai into a cheesy resort town peddling to tourists. How dare you! T'Chall's statue and Leviathan are ashamed. She is a kid. What did you say? Yuffie, forgive me. It's all my fault. What are you saying, Lord Godo? Losing the war, turning Wutai into this, it was all my fault. Lord Godo. Silence. Yuffie, I am the same now as I was before when I won a war. But after losing, I began to think. Strength for being enemies, or just something to show off. Might begets might, the same as Shinra. I knew you were looking for materia for the good of Wutai. But the reason I hide my strength now is also for the good of Wutai. And now, I realize both are necessary. Strength without determination means nothing, and determination without strength is equally useless. Lord Godo. You there. Please take Yuffie with you. I perceive that you all have both determination and strength. Just don't do nothing funny to our materia. And this is why I brought Barret with me, because Barret and Red 13 are the only party members that will hold Yuffie accountable. Everyone else will just say, sure, why not? Alright, I don't mind. Go, Yuffie, for the sake of Wutai. And honestly, it felt more fitting for Barret to say it, because he's basically the wingman of the group. Dad, I'll take care of the 5 sacred gods until you return. Go, and come back alive. Duh. And we just wait till Shakov walks down the stairs. Yuffie, wait a minute. After their battle is over, do you think they'll still want all their materia? Dad? Go. Fight till the end, but come back with the materia. You bet. And that is the final outstanding side quest left in Final Fantasy VII. And honestly, this would have been more suitable earlier on in the game. Again, Disc 1's most ideal. However, because you don't get the 4th enemy skill materia until Disc 2, you have to hold that off until then because, well, this Godo is the only enemy available past Gaia's Cliff that can use Trine, making it one of only 2 enemy skills in the whole game that's actually completely missable. So, no. 99 all creations. Now before I move on to the next area, there's something I want to do real quick. Going through my notes, I realized there was a bit of a deficiency at items that took me a bit by surprise. See, I have 280 items out of 295 in my inventory. The next major area that I'm gonna go to, with the hopes of maxing out my items, only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items for me to max out on. There's another 2 items locked behind the Emerald and Ruby weapon. And there are 2 unique items that are equipped to Cloud and Yuffie. So technically it's 282 items. However, there were 4 items missing. Well, they're in Junon, of course. This is my fault. I should have. I screwed the pooch on that one big time in the previous episode. I don't know. I think I was just tired, is all. But I'm well rested. So I have not yet 100%ed this area. Luckily, I don't need to get into any random battles or anything like that in order to max these items out. Instead, I just have to enter this last shop. Weapon is really something. No one can compare with this strength. With a selection like this, our weapons could beat them. And this is the only shop in the game that can sell. And I think I skipped this shop by mistake. These 5 weapons in particular can be bought in Gungadaka, so. But if you scroll down, more items are available to us. Quicksilver. 1, 2, 3, 4. And interestingly enough, the only weapon, 4-slotted weapon that's not available in this here shop is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is Cloud's Hard Edge, which is available in Gungaga alongside the first 4 weapons here. So now my total should read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 284 items out of 295. Plus plus Cloud's Apocalypse and Yuffie's Rising Sun. That amounts to 295. That amounts to 286 out of 295. And that's before I proceed to duplicate said items. I'm going to head down here now. And I also have every single weapon in the game as well, so. But now I need a but now that all that's taken care of, I need to reassemble my team here. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Uh-oh. Let me see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I gotta check something a bit. I just reached the maximum amount of material I can carry. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just solved the mystery as to what had happened. When I found out that, you see, the game caps you off at 200 materia in your materia inventory. But looking at the previous save, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, that is 179 materia right there. So how many materia do I have lying around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 20. 20 materia. So 179 plus 20 is 199. Plus the Leviathan materia I got afterwards, that's 200 materia exactly. So, very, very, very close call, all things considered. So how many materia do I have here? 4, 12, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 182 materia. With 18 slots remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 6. And that's a premium heart, ultimate weapon. Chains 1, 2. So which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 materia. So I should be good, all things considered. I don't really have the time, though. I don't really have the time to do some extensive grinding out here, so instead I'm just going to stick out here on the world map. Alright, and perform some throw extensions. I need to scroll through this list until I find a weapon I can throw. That's a one of. Alright. Altsar's good. I have a throw here. And I have to carefully duplicate. "99 Outsiders" is what I'm aiming for. There we go. And because, let's go death blow the enemies. And Vincent's kill count actually powers up his weapon, the death penalty, so food for thought. You know what? I should move Yuffie, Sid back into my party. And I want to give them a weapon that I have 2 of. At least 2 of. Alright, so, Growlance, I know I have multiple copies of those. Magic Shuriken, right there. And, Growlance, right there. Might as well just use that potion here as the contact. Tifa and Vincent once more. And you know what? I'm going to give him a weapon I have multiple copies of too. That should work. Sniper CR. Last thing I want to do is throw in a Mega All for Vincent. Ooh, no, I can't do that. The reason why I couldn't was because there's no way to turn off the fire all if I do that. So first things first. Scroll through my menus. And you know what? I want to prioritize ultimate weapons and double and triple materia growth weapons. There we go. Fire. Throw. Death penalty pops up at the top of the screen. Just concentrating for a bit so I can max on death penalties. Good. 99 out of 99. Another potion. I'm going to prioritize least amount. Oh, I see why she won't use final attack. Some last minute readjustments. Scrolling through, I want to prioritize double and triple materia growth weapons because I'm going to be spending a lot of time in those. Yeah, that should work. Fire 3. Potion. I think something went amiss. I had to take a guess. I didn't throw it. Let's try this again. Scimitar. Alright, let's do the Comformer next. Because I'm gonna need that one. Ice Materia. Got it. Throw method works. As a reminder, you cannot throw Tifa's or Red 13's weapons. The only way to duplicate them is via the stolen method. And even then, so the Silver Beret and Seraph Comb cannot be duplicated at all. Because they cannot be stolen at all. If you can't sell it, then they can't steal it. Alright. You know what? I'm going to show off Leviathan Materia for you guys. The last summon. Potion. Ooh, I have an idea. Dual item. All. All. I don't think I needed to do that. So after maxing out the Comformer, let's move on to the Scimitar. Fire. Scimitar. Potion. This will be my last duplicate for the duplication for the day. 99 Scimitars. So that's what I'm basically gonna do next time, is just farm for these, for the throw Manips, and try to max all of those out. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon, sign out.